Hey, it's Tom here and welcome back to the channel. Now, for the longest time, I've found the topic of money and YouTube absolutely fascinating. Basically, any time that a video would get suggested to me about how much so-and-so made off a viral video or how much someone made off their channel this month, I found that stuff really interesting. For a long period of time, that was something that YouTubers very rarely spoke about, and gladly it's become a much more openly discussed topic in the past couple of years. We've seen channels like Brandon over at New Money, we've seen Graham Stephan or Meet Kevin or even Financial Education here, all in this sort of finance niche here on YouTube, be far more open about how much money their typical uploads are bringing in. And the really fascinating thing to me is that the range of numbers here for these different YouTube channels is massive. We've seen, the people at the extreme end of the bell curve, like Meet Kevin or Graham Stephan, bringing in hundreds of thousands of dollars a month from YouTube ad revenue. And then we've seen, prank channels and car channels and so on, potentially even getting more views than those guys, but bringing in far less ad revenue, but just because the ad rates on those videos vary so much. Now, I by no means have a massive YouTube channel. As I'm recording this, I have about 24,000 subscribers or so, and I thank every one of you who has subscribed to the channel. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe and also hit like. That would be much appreciated. So I'm nowhere near, the millions of subscribers like some of these channels. I'm certainly no Graham Stephan, and I'm definitely not any kind of Mr. Beast or PewDiePie type channel with tens or even hundreds of millions of subscribers, right? But nonetheless, I have had a couple of videos do quite well. Now, my typical upload gets anywhere from about 1 to maybe 5,000 views. I put out about 3 videos a week, and that's, a pretty standard range for the videos I put out. But I have had a couple of videos get well over 100,000 views. And the one I want to share in this particular video, as you'll see on the screen here, is getting pretty close to 500,000 views. And I want to share the ad revenue from that particular video and just show how impactful it has been for my channel in general. So I'm really making this video for a couple of reasons. Personally, I find these types of videos entertaining, so I hope that you do as well. I'm not trying to brag or anything with this video. I just think it's cool to be open and kind of share this information with subscribers and other people that are potentially looking to start a YouTube channel. And the second reason I want to share this is, of course, taking a leaf out of Graham Stephan's book and starting the infinite monetization loop. Of course, what better way to make money on YouTube than talking about making money on YouTube? So let's get that monetization loop started and jump over to the YouTube analytics for the video now. Now, if you're interested in jumping straight to just the numbers and you don't really care about, I guess, the story that went in behind this video before we get into it, I'll leave a timestamp on screen here somewhere, so feel free to jump through to that part of the video and just check out the numbers if that's what you're interested in seeing. Okay, so let's jump into the analytics here on YouTube, and the first thing I want to show you is basically around when I actually uploaded this video. Now, the video we're going to talk about is how to calculate intrinsic value. This is by far and away the most popular video on my channel as I'm recording this. And I uploaded this video very, very early in my YouTube journey. If I look through the live subscriber counter and go right back to the 17th of May 2019, which is when I put that video up, I had a grand total of 123 subscribers. So the first, I think, 6 months or so were, a really kind of slow and steady trajectory up to that 100 subscribers. And if you happen to be in that first 100 or first 1,000 or anything like that, I really thank you for the long-term support of the channel. But that was when I uploaded the video, and interestingly, this was actually my first video to ever get 1,000 views. We're talking about it getting close to 500,000 now, and it was my first video to 1,000 views. So it really has been a big kind of change in trajectory for the channel. It did really speed things along, as you'll see in the video shortly. Now, the funny thing with this particular video is it actually did take quite some time to kind of take off. So when I first uploaded this video back in May 2019, it was bringing in like 10 views a day. Remember, I had a channel with only about 120 subscribers at the time, so it wasn't bringing in a lot of views. And after, a week or so, those views dropped down to where it was only bringing in like 2 to 5 views per day. Not 2,000 to 5,000 or anything. Literally 2 people watched the video or 5 people watched the video. video. And it sort of just carried on like that for a few months. I uploaded that in May, and then all of a sudden in September it started sort of picking up to like 20 views a day again. And if I fast forward through to about November or December, it started getting 50, 100 views a day, and it's just started kind of going exponential after that point, to where eventually in January 2020, it peaked out at close to 2,100 views in a single day, which by the standards of my channel at the time was massive. I remember I reached 1,000 subscribers in about November 2019, eventually got monetized in about December 2019, which we'll talk about in a sec, and then it really just took off after that and has pretty much continued to get fairly consistent views ever since, early 2020. So even within the last 28 days, if I have a look at that, the video has brought in around 17 or close to 18,000 views just in the last 28 days. So now let's look at the part you've all been waiting for, which is the ad revenue for the video. Now, the first part of the ad revenue I'm going to show you is basically from upload to when I first got monetized. So as you'll see, from uploading on the 17th of May 2019, right through until about the 10th or 11th of December, that video literally brought in $0. I wasn't monetized on YouTube yet. Now, granted, it wasn't getting a huge amount of views at the time, so it probably wouldn't have brought in a massive amount of money anyway. But for the full kind of year in 2019, it brought in $40.76. Now, everything in terms of dollars in this video is in New Zealand dollars, if you're wondering some of the details on that. But it brought in $40.76. So that's kind of where it got to. It was earning anywhere from $2 to $3 a day ballpark. But for me, that was really exciting. I'd got monetized for the first time, and I was really pumped to see something coming in for my efforts on uploading all of these videos. Okay, so now I'm going to jump over to the sort of grand total stats for this video, the how to calculate intrinsic value Apple stock example video up on the channel. And here are the stats. So from the 17th of May 2019 to today, which is the 13th of May 2021 as I'm recording this video, these are the total stats for that upload. Now, in terms of views, we've brought in 457.9 thousand views. That's about 42,000 hours of watch time. Interestingly, I've gained almost 9,000 subscribers from that one upload. As I'm recording this video, I have about 24,000 subscribers, so more than a third of the channel has come from this one upload. And in terms of ad revenue, that's coming in at $6,714.18, which is just mind-boggling to put up one video and earn close to $7,000 and have that continue to bring in views and watch time and subscribers and ad revenue kind of consistently. It just blows my mind, and it's very, very cool for me to see. And even in the last 28 days, if I look at the analytics on that basis, even in the last 28 days, this video has pulled in about 280 New Zealand dollars worth of ad revenue. So a video that, again, I uploaded close to 2 years ago at this point, still brings in about $280 a month. And that's actually down a bit on what it's done in previous months. This is one of the incredibly cool things about YouTube, is if you do have a video do well and it's really sort of an evergreen video, it's not something to do with current events or anything, it's the type of video that can consistently keep getting views, you can really build up a library of videos that kind of continue to bring you, in a lot of ways, kind of passive income. I know that's a buzzword, and I kind of hate that I even said that out loud, but it can genuinely do that. It's sort of like, J.K. Rowling writing a book, but scaled down much more in my example here. She only wrote the Harry Potter books once, and that continues to bring in, millions of dollars for J.K. Rowling. We're seeing a slightly scaled down version of that here on YouTube, where I made this video back in 2019. It continues to get in views, and it continues to bring in, a few $100s a month. Now, the next thing I want to show you in terms of the analytics for this video is the CPM. Now, CPM is basically how much people have to pay to put ads on your video if you're an advertiser. I collect about 55% of that, then Google takes about 45% of that, and that's kind of how the split for creators works on YouTube. But nonetheless, the CPM on this video is really, really high. So if you've watched these types of videos before and you've seen people, get 1 million views and only make like $500 or $1,000, That's basically because their CPM is a lot lower than I've been able to get on this channel, which of course I'm very thankful for. Now, the average CPM I've gotten is $28.22. So for every 1,000 views, I'm bringing in about $28. Again, I'm only capturing about 55% of that, and if you run all those numbers right through, you land on the $6,700 in total ad revenue from the video. So in order to bring in good cash flows from YouTube, it's not purely about the views that you can get. Of course, that is extremely important, but it's also about the CPM and how advertiser friendly your videos are and how attractive to advertise to your audience is as well. I obviously, with the name of the channel, Investing with Tom, create personal finance and investing videos, which tends to attract much higher ad rates than something like a prank video or a car video might on another YouTube channel. Now, if you've watched up until this point in the video, I actually want to show you some analytics from a second upload that I did on almost the same topic. So one of the other advantages that you get when you have a video do really, really well is that it kind of just pushes up all the views that you get on other videos. If people, watch that video that in my case went semi kind of viral by my channel standards, it meant that my other videos on the channel started to get more views than usual. And it also allowed me to make an update, video to the first intrinsic value upload that I did. So I uploaded a second video called Intrinsic Value, or How to Calculate Intrinsic Value Updated. That is actually my second most popular video, and that has got 152,000 views and has brought in $2,360.85 in ad revenue as of recording this video. Now, this video was uploaded in February 2020, and again, just in the last 28 days, this video has brought in still 6.9 thousand views, an additional 98 subscribers, and about $92.33 in YouTube ad revenue. So again, this is another one of those videos that has kind of continued to attract views and continued to kind of lift up the channel overall in terms of total views and subscribers, and of course ad revenue as a result of that. So there you have it. That is how much I made on a viral video, at least by my standards, here on the channel. I hope you appreciate the transparency and so on. If you did, please hit like and hit subscribe on the channel. I also hope you appreciate me, or don't mind me at least getting the Graham Stephan infinite monetization loop going. But that is it from me today. If you enjoyed the video, like I say, please hit like and hit subscribe. It does genuinely support me and help me out a lot. I would really appreciate that if you could help me out there. But that's it from me, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.